Okay, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today's the 30th still, and it's afternoon, and most of the morning work is done. And this is kind of when I migrate down to the maintenance shop. And I have this project going that I started on the other day, and this is a compost spreader. And compost is a huge force multiplier in the farming business, homesteading business, because you can make compost out of stuff that's readily available. And the trick is, when you have a lot of it, getting it spread all over your place. It can go around fruit trees, it can go on the lawn. About the only place you don't want it is on concreted areas or driveways and stuff like that. You don't really need it. So what we got here is a 300-gallon tank, and then I made all these 1.5-inch holes in it, and I spaced them out 6 inches apart and 8 inches, each level is 8 inches. And then on top here, that's a door. All right, so can I show you here? This was just cut. And it closes down. It's pretty tight. I put a doubler on the inside. And then these hinges came off of an old garage door. Okay, and then let's come around this side and look at a tow bar assembly up here that we just kind of fabbed together. That tow bar was here. The guy that used to be here towed a Volkswagen Bug with it, so we chopped it and then adapted it into some other steel that we had that was actually something else. It used to be an apparatus that we used to haul chicken tractors around, but now it's a tow bar for a compost spreader. And you can see the bung holes on top here when this was a fuel tank. And then this piece of 2.25-inch pipe goes clear through, all the way through, and it creates an axle. So what a guy will do is you'll be hooked up here with the tractor, and you take it out to wherever you want to spread. You open that up and then go to the compost pile with the tractor, pick up a scoop, come on back, dump it in, maybe go back, get another scoop. I'm thinking it's going to hold 3 minimum. And then you come around and you hook onto the front, and then you start going. And in theory, I'm theorizing that it will spread as it drops out an even layer of compost. And I could even, let's say you're gonna spruce up an area where you have grass. You might even want to mix in some grass seed with it. I don't know if it's going to work, to be honest with you. I've seen something like this online. It was quite small, and they called it a top dresser, but nothing that I could really use to get compost out there in any quantities. And all the other ones that I've looked at are pretty complex and pretty expensive. And I don't know, what I would use probably is like a sand spreader, but I'm not sure how that would work when you get a stick or something a little bit big or clumpy in there. In this case, on the inside of this, mounted on the axle, I will put some beaters in there because the axle will stay stationary. So it'll just be pieces of angle iron that go straight down, and it will break up if we have any clods in there. So this is one of those things, this is a bunch of junk parts, and it may work very well, or it may get cut up again. We'll see. Mark from Baker's Green Acres. Anyone can farm.